Big Nick and Donnie.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that. Oh, it's like this.
Yes,
Okay.
bro. Yeah.
Hi guys, how are you? ¿Cómo están?
Muy bien.
Muy bien. Muy bien.
Grab a seat. Cracks me up when people pull guns on people. You're not a killer. I am.
What about the mindset Big Nick and Donnie had for this movie? What about reconnecting with them again since you haven't been in contact with your characters for so long? Who wants to start?
I'll let him start because he thinks faster than me.
Yeah, Donnie doesn't, we lost connection for 6 years. We finally met back up. He doesn't text, he doesn't write. But in the first one, he's kind of the under the radar guy. You're not really meant to keep an eye on him. You think you know him throughout the whole film until, you find out his true identity. And in the second one, I got to kind of unravel that myself. I'm finding out more about him the same way the audience is. And it definitely was fun to get back to a character. This is my first time doing a sequel. So it was great to explore new layers of a character and to be able to have more of a on-screen chemistry with Gerard besides Nick beating Donnie up all movie. It was refreshing.
And for me, it took me, I felt for the first movie, quite a lot of work to get into Nick and the size, and I would think about everything, how I drank and how I moved and how I how I opened the door, how I talked to people. And in this, it was much easier to slip back into his character. But also, there was more going on in this movie, I think, especially with us. There's more emotion, there's more of an arc. So it kind of sitting back and coming off of that a little bit and allowing him to be all different colors, I think worked for me. But it was easier to get to know him again than I thought, and fun. I love playing this character. He's a fun character to play, especially opposite this one, Big Nick and Donnie.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that. Oh, it's like this.
Yes,
Okay.
bro. Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is. By the way, it's kind of a love story in a way, between these two guys. That sounds, platonic, totally.
Gerard.
I always thought that it was about a hunter and the prey, but it's a nice way to look at it. Like a love story, bro story.
Yeah, love bros. Okay, maybe that's a better way. By the way,
Love
Christian,
Bros is weird too, dude.
What'd you call it?
You just said Love Bros.
Love bros?
I
Okay.
don't like that at all.
I think I should stop talking about it. I really don't do a very good job.
Yes, I'm loving it so far.
How can you tell people that they're gonna find something? I mean, they're gonna find something new, but also something different. What is different about this story that people are gonna find out?
I think the overall dynamic of the film is different from the first one. Even with how we shot it in the first one, our director Christian Gudegas kept us separate. The cops with the cops, criminals with the criminals. And in this one, the entire mood has kind of shifted, where you once had two teams pitted against each other, and you're wondering about each member, to kind of following Donnie and Nick on this kind of buddy comedy heist movie. And we got some. I think Gerard will speak to it more. I haven't seen it yet. I waited until the premiere so I could watch it with a crowd. But you said it was funnier.
the premiere.
Right. So I'll never see it. I'll wait for streaming. But yeah, you said it was funnier.
Yeah. I love that I'm having to tell him how the movie is. This interview is for both of you.
Thank you.
No, I have to say, I haven't felt this weirdly in like any of my movies in terms of the journey you take from the start to the end. By the time you get to the end, you go, that was an epic journey. And epic, and everything was turned up. The action's turned up, the scope is turned up. I think even the plot, watching the Panthers with Donnie, watching me back home trying to catch him. And then what is awesome is, I think in the first movie, you really liked us together even though we were against each other. But it's a really interesting direction to take it and to go, wow, what if we did actually team up. But it's not that simple. We're not just teaming up. What's going on there? You know, I could take him to jail at any point. He could screw me over at any point. So and we're also getting to know each other, and you see, kind of like each other, I think, but is it based on what? So in that respect, there's a lot of emotion going on in there as well, I think, between them and Nick being really struggling with what's going on. He didn't just say, I'm doing it, and it's that easy, you know. There's a lot of trepidation about this journey he's going on, you know, and what's happening with everybody. But the journey to the end, emotionally, geographically, all of it, you go, that was an epic journey. And I love how it finishes as well, when I kill him. That's not a spoiler.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Was that it? We were just getting started.
¿Qué ver? Con Mavi Ganji.